Many working dog breeds are now kept as family pets, from Kelpies to Border Collies, Australian Shepherds to Blue and Red Heelers, to name a few. Now, these dogs have a really hard prey drive. They are hardwired to work and they'll react to any movement or sound. If this isn't channeled correctly, well, it can lead to problem behaviour, can't it, Dave?
Oh, it definitely can, Lara.
Well, hopefully Dave from Diggers Herding here can help us and figure out how we can solve these problems.
Pretty sure we can.
Awesome.
Let's go in.
Come on, Darcy. What is it about these breeds that, can become problematic?
Well, these herding dogs, working dogs, or high prey drive dogs, they have been bred specifically for that high prey drive. So for 5,000 years over our time with working with animals and dogs, we've been breeding with hypertrophying behaviours, which is the chase, the herd, the bite, the nip, etc. So the problems become not so much the dog, but it's the human, because the human will keep stopping the dog from doing this. And
yes.
Of course, they get a complete endorphin rush every time they see prey, and therefore they start associating with the human of stopping the endorphin rush instead of increasing it. Right?
Oh, that's not much fun.
That's not much fun at all. So actually it is the human that's the problem, not the dog. So these are typical behaviours for working for high prey drive dogs.
Darcy is forever being rounded up at the dog park by working dogs.
One of our biggest problems we get here is dogs herding other dogs in the dog park and cannot be controlled.
Right.
And of course if they can't be controlled, then they become a problem, and of course that's when they come to us.
It can also be much worse, can't it, though? They can be chasing their tails and all sorts.
Go into OCD behaviours, even chasing their own breath in the winter.
Wow.
So we've seen all sorts of problems here.
So how can training and working with these dogs help them fulfil this biological need?
Well, let's just bring Bo in and we'll have a look at it. And Bo is a typical Border Collie, being obviously rescue dog, being picked up from the pound. He's obviously his problems were barking, chasing birds, chasing shadows, all those OCD sort of things.
Yes.
That he just his desire to work was just there.
Yes.
And everything he looked at was, of course, letting his prey drive go.
Yes.
And of course, anything the owner did was trying to stop that prey drive. So he just moved on to the next thing. So now we could get them in here, and we could do a number of things like play drive training, ball, frisbee, tug toys, but also the full biological fulfillment would be letting them do the whole series of motor patterns like the chase, the herd, the gather, the stalk, and getting it under control in a safe environment. And this is why we do this. So Kim and Bo now are not working against each other, they're working with each other. So they're working as a team.
But how often should they be doing this? I mean, a lot of owners, unfortunately, do leave their working dogs all day in a backyard while they're at work. So, I mean, sometimes this can't be avoided. What should they be doing to make sure that it is addressed?
Yeah. Now, of course, play drive training is a superb one. Getting the dog under, the prey drive under control and experience. So if you can imagine prey drive just like a dam, and that water just keeps going into the dam, and it fills and fills and fills, and then all of a sudden, bang, the dam ball bursts.
Yes.
And that's when they start turning onto things that you don't want them to turn onto.
Of course.
And it becomes a problem for the human. Right? It's not a problem for the dog loves it.
Yes.
Right? So things that we could be doing is play ball, frisbee, controlled, impulse control games, getting them to do things for those exercises, which we do here too.
Absolutely great thing to do. We're going to give it a go with Darcy shortly.
I think he's ready to go. I think he's really ready to go.
Exactly. And see, look, herding is not just for working dogs. Any dog with a high prey drive will get a kick out of it. If you'd like to find a herding school or a trainer like David near you, visit the National Dog Trainers Federation website. In the meantime, Darcy, what do you reckon? You want to give it a go?
I think we should give him a go.
I reckon we should too.